Okay, you guys, we are back with another video. In this video, we're gonna talk about Tyrone Blackburn because he's in deep-ish at this point, and it is so much ish. I don't know what the heck is gonna happen to this man, but he's such a hot mess. He has been in one legal issue after the other. Do you guys remember back in May when I told you that he knocked down a process server who was about to serve him on that Fat Joe case? When Fat Joe had this former staffer that was just a hot mess, he was good at what he did, and the staffer was a hot mess, allegedly, and Fat Joe basically, just gave someone a job, encouraged them, mentored them, but that person was lost in the celebrity realm, and Fat Joe had to terminate that person. The individual then sued Fat Joe, accusing Fat Joe of, being with minor. And I'm like, you watch Fat Joe dating minors and did not report him to the police, but now want to switch? So, that's where some of this is coming from. Now, also, you guys remember that Joe Tacopina was representing Fat Joe, and Tyrone Blackburn had a lot of just mess, nonsense in the lawsuit. It wasn't properly filed. It was just a mess. So much so that Joe Tacopina was saying that if he was Tyrone Blackburn, he would have hung up the bar and go be a barrister, right? Not verbatim, but paraphrasing. He's saying that, Tyrone Blackburn was a huge embarrassment to all lawyers. And it's true. It is true. But the next thing again, like, I'm gonna send y'all my bank account so that y'all can pay me, because I've been telling you guys about Tyrone Blackburn, Tony Busby. Like, everything that I told you guys was gonna happen, it happened. And it happened exactly as I told you guys it would. I said nothing is gonna come of that Lil Rod lawsuit. If Lil Rod is not careful, he's gonna find himself with in a lot of mess, and it's in a lot of mess at this point. Like, you guys have no idea the amount of mess Lil Rod is in because of that lawsuit. When if he had just gotten a decent attorney, the outcome would have been different. Remember that Lil Rod had also mentioned Mr. What's his name again? From MGM, right? And he was like, Diddy had an affair with that man, and he was at Diddy's house and all of that jazz, okay? So Tyrone Blackburn is he's in a lot of mess. And last year, May 12th to be exact, 2025, when Joe Tacopina had Tyrone Blackburn served, Tyrone Blackburn realized the process server was approaching him. He was right at the turnpike, and he used his car and knocked the process server down in order to avoid being served, right? So as such, he has that going on from last year coming in to different things. It has been one thing after the other. And as I've said, it was so bad that Joe Tacopina said, Tyrone Blackburn was an embarrassment. And if he was in Tyrone Blackburn's shoe, he would hang up his bar and become a barrister. And Joe was not lying, because it is bad, okay? It is really, really bad. Now, fast forward to at present. At present, he was sanctioned. I've been telling you guys that the court has been pardoning this man so much and he has been picking up sanctions after sanctions again, right? So he has been sanctioned in the Lisa Gardner lawsuit because he used AI to cite a fake case. Yes, you heard that correct. He used AI to cite a fake case. So we're going to dive into that report to keep you guys abreast of some of the shenanigans, honey, because I don't think anyone can truly keep up with all the troubles that he's in. And even now, the judge is saying, I think we may need to have some official hearing because he's not able to keep up with the rules, the guidelines of the court, the legal system. He has been filing cases in jurisdiction that he's not barred to practice, and he does those things to avoid getting sanctioned. And irrespective of getting warned, he repeats the behavior, right? But let's get into this, right? Because this is just so messy. They're saying attorney Tyrone Blackburn, known for representing plaintiff Lisa Gardner in a civil lawsuit against Sean Diddy Combs, Aaron All, and music-related defendants, is facing new pressure from a federal judge after failing to make court-ordered payments tied to an earlier AI-related sanction, right? The issue began when U.S. District Court proceedings revealed that Blackburn had cited a non-existent case, United States versus Mesha. That Mesha name is so, alarming. I've never heard anyone by the name of Mesha. So he mentioned that in filings opposing motions to dismiss, Judge Leo M. Gordon found that Blackburn had relied on AI-generated legal materials and failed to properly verify it before submitting it to the court. In December 2025, the judge imposed sanction under Rule 11, including a $6,000 fine payable in $500 monthly installments beginning March 10, 2025. According to a May 2026 memorandum and order, Blackburn missed the first two required payments due in March and April and did not notify the court beforehand that he could not meet the deadlines. The court said it only discovered the missed payments during an April 13 status conference. Blackburn later told the court he had attempted to make a payment but ran into issues with the payment system, and he also said he could not afford the full $6,000 or the $500 monthly payment at the time. Judge Gordon wrote that he remained concerned about Blackburn's ability to comply with court orders, meet deadlines, and communicate effectively when compliance was not possible. The judge ordered Blackburn to appear in person on May 11th, 2026 in Newark, New Jersey, to explain why he should not be held in contempt for violating the sanctions order. Bloomberg Law reported that Blackburn was also expected to produce financial records related to whether he could pay the sanctions. That's the end of the court, right? So the thing is that they told him that he didn't have to pay the $6,000 up front. They gave him like a time, they gave him some time and then say start paying on this month, right? And they said to him, if you're not able to pay the $500, this is the due legal process that you need to follow so that the court can know that you're unable to pay the $500, right? But did Tyrone Blackburn listen to any of the advice that he was given? Absolutely not. Did, did he notify the court or anything? No, he did not. Okay? He's just out here running reckless, loose, lawless, you name it. He's doing his own thing, and it seems as though it's either his desperation has caught up to him, he's not well thinking, but this is not normal behavior. It's not normal behavior. Something is going on with Tyrone Blackburn. But it's a hot goddamn mess. Knocking down a process server last year, getting in trouble with the legal system consistently. It's a lot. And I think he needs to work with a law firm, get some proper mentorship. As I've been saying, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna come on here like Miss Cleo, because when I tell you guys things, you guys don't listen. You guys say I'm lying. You guys say I don't know what I'm talking about. But you know what has never happened? It has never turned out where I don't know what I'm talking about. As a matter of fact, I've been right a lot. So I'm gonna start feeling you guys, because like my level of accuracy is scary at this time. Come to think of it, it's really scary. Maybe I should start doing some psychic readings. Maybe. Join the line, honey. Join the line, because the charge is gonna be big. But I do hope that, I've been hoping for Tyrone Blackburn to get his ish together since 2025, and we're not seeing not even a slight change. It's not as though these are things that are out of his control. They are things that are within his control. Let's control the things we can, you know, and learn not to agonize about the ones that we can't. But man, like, whose ever son is this? Come get your son. This man needs to go back to the drawing table. He needs to get some mentorship. Like, the court needs to put him on a good, decent timeout so that he can sit in a corner and figure out and say to himself, self, do I really want to become an attorney? Or would I be the baddest ass barista there is? Because remember, guys, I've always told you guys about that. That second passion is always lethal. I don't know what my passion is. I don't know what my first is. I don't know what my second is, because I find that I'm really not bad at things. I'm multifaceted, you know, especially with the thyroid levels or balanced or normal. I kick ass at anything I do. Hey, I think it has something to do with the people that I've been surrounded by. Maybe I've been taking a little bit from everyone. Not tooting my own horns, but I mean, it is what it is. But we weren't here to talk about me, were we? We were here to talk about messy ass Tyrone Blackburn, who cannot get it right, not even to save his career. Man, I tell you, this man needs to go to Haiti, maybe, but his behavior, he needs to get it right. He needs to clean things up, and he needs to do better. He has been too much of a hot goddamn mess. But let me know what you guys think, and we're gonna talk some more in the comment section. Peace.